Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Finds the tight end. Oh, ball's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Brown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Gets rid of it. Fakes the grab. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Caught over the middle. It's Bentley. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on them second.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Utes! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Levitt. Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. No Cam Scatterboo this season. Guys, he was the definition of all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback.
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He'll keep it himself. Find some fresh air. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rodgers. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make it.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. Runs through a tackle. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The jet sweep pass. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
To throw, it's Levin. This time on target. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Tyson. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Gives it on the option. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They'll go with a direct snap. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush is on him. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
To the air, it's Levin. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the 1st to keep the drive going.
Firing toward the end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him.
Oh, he's got enough space. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Clemens. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Makes the grab on the shuffle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Utes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Fire right, trying to convert. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd. Turning it on. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups where you see, I mean, when you think about it, he's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Leaves it with the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Grab near the marker, it's Tyson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Tyson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Sun Devils will keep this drive going.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Good timing on the quick out. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Sun Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Arizona State! The offense cashing it in on that drive. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And the Utes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Caught close to the marker. It's Parker. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Parker. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this one splits the uprights. That'll trim the deficit to 15. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He wants to go deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
Using his legs, it's Parker. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. Unloads quickly. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Grabbed over the middle, it's Parker. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Utes are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Between the uprights, it's good. So are forced to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Fires to the wideout. He's got it.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Give to Brown. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Makes the catch. It's Tyson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. No running back on the field. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. Making side adjustments here. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Tyson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
This is why Lysackle's one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. He's got it on the run. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't. Now, decision time, 4th and short.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is how you end a drive. That is what you want from your running back. Lower the boom. Lower your shoulders, wrap up that football, fall forward, and get into the end zone. That is how it's done.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Bentley. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking to pass, it's Dampier. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Martin.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against a defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Wants to throw it. Now improvising. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this?
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Across the 25, he's got room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Utes headed quickly to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages.
He lofts one down the sideline. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Utah.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll try the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Jukes his way for more. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Brown has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. We'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. To the air, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab, it's Tyson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On third down, he drops to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Catch inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And they tacked on the extra point. Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but